Good morning, Love Tribe. It is Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. Today is the day that we do our what's happening in the next 7 days, advice for the next 7 days. And I have an appointment this morning, so I have to do it kind of timely. So it's all oracles, guys. I'm going to get you some advice. I'm doing it in a fun way. So we've got oracles out the yin yang, but I'm going to read them kind of quickly because I do have an appointment. However, I added some sassy, in your face, might even be triggering cards toward the end. Take what resonates. I'm just having some fun. And if it don't resonate, then just, have a nice laugh at it. Don't let it offend you. So we're looking at general energies. I drew a couple of romance cards to see if anything's happening that way. Take it if it resonates. If you know you're single and you're not looking and there's nobody in your life, then they're for someone else, okay? But I wanted to cover all three: general, love, and like shadow work. I guess you would call it the sassy, lecturing ones. All right, so I'm going to bring you down to your reading. This sun is so beautiful, but it is so bright. You probably can't even see my eyes because I have transition glasses on. Not that you need to, because they're puffy and red because I didn't get much sleep last night. However, I hope you can see the cards. I'm going to hold them up to the camera. Let me bring you down. I think you guys can probably see a heck of a lot more than I can. All right, so pile number one is this yes or no coin, which we are not using. It's just for choice, for choosing. Pile number two is this cute little owl that I use often in my pick piles because he's precious. And pile number three is adventuring, and it's a worry stone. It's a pocket stone that I put in my pocket a lot. So take a moment, pick your pile, and please don't be offended that this is going to be a rather quick reading, okay? Oops, I don't want you to see your sassy card. All right, let's get into pile number one. Now, because of the sun, you're going to see me putting my mug like this up to look at the timestamps. But I hope it don't traumatize you too much. So, zodiacs are in the process. They should be up fully on the first, even if it's the way I've got it timed out. I'm pretty sure all of them will be up on the first, but like two. And then those two will be made on the first and uploaded by the evening or the morning of the second. So keep your eyes open. I'm doing a 100-day challenge or journaling challenge. And I created a journal, which is now live. I will link it over in the community tab. If you're interested, you have to be a Patreon member to participate, but it's only, well, actually, I don't want to say that. It's $11.11 if you're a twin flame. It's $22.22 a month for the all access VIP pass, which is where I'm doing this course in. But if you're interested, go check that out, okay? And you can actually buy the journal and do it yourself if you don't want to pay for Patreon. Okay, what is happening for my pile number ones? We have haystack. Ooh, karma. You will reap what you have sown. So I hope you guys have been good little angels. Honestly, most of my viewers are awesome people. So that could be, like a Saturn's gift. I've got a card now in that Accurate AF Tarot from Whitney that has, on the Seven of Pentacles, it says Saturn's gift, which I got a little download on. Saturn's gift is what you've worked for, what you earn, right? Whatever you've put out into the world, you're going to get back. So in the next 7 days, you can expect good stuff or possibly lessons, depending on what you've been manifesting. Next, we have woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. So this could be a mother, a sister, a friend. If you're a masculine watching this, it could be romantic in nature. We're going to take a look and see. It could be somebody that you've earned karma with, maybe good karma, bad karma. Somebody could, help you out. A woman could possibly bring you a gift or loan you some money or offer you a job. And if you've done her dirty, she could backstab you and rat you out. I don't know. I don't know, because I don't know what kind of karma you've earned. We have higher power. I guess you guys are really being called to the table this week from karma and spirit. Spirit saying there's some kind of a intervention going on here. There's a gift or a lesson, and it is coming in from a higher power, and it could be brought to you through the means of a woman. Tree wisdom. This tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds it makes. So if you're musically inclined, which I am, and right at Christmas time, I was gifted a ukulele, so that could be considered good karma, right? It was from a woman. So, tree wisdom will help you navigate. So nature, meditation, sound, music could bring you some reflective moments with spirit, a higher power, to help with your manifestation if it's something good that you're trying to manifest that you've worked really hard for, where you show up, you do the work, you've been loyal, faithful. Excuse me. Increase. See, I told you I was feeling it, that you guys have good karma coming in, good karma. So look for something possibly through a woman. It could be anybody, but, it could be somebody that offers you a job, somebody that, pays it forward. Maybe you go out to lunch and you go to pay your bill and find out that somebody already paid it. This really could come in so many ways, but it is abundance. It's an increase. It could be money. It could be love. It could be financial security. It could be anything. And then we have hunger, wolf moon, number 29. We just had the wolf moon. When was it? I want to say it was either in December or January. This could be something you've been trying to manifest since the wolf moon. But with hunger, it's something that you crave. It's something you desire. It's something that you fought for, you howled for, you did your moon manifestations for, or you just really worked hard. It is a number 11, which is a very spiritual angel blessing number. Next, we have You've Got Time. Ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally and unquestionably worth it? How about living forever, wildly in love and loved wildly? You have so much to look forward to, the universe. So that's unconditional love. And when we look at your romantic cards, it could be, if you're a masculine watching this, you might actually get some kind of a gift or a nudge romantically, because we are talking about wildly in loved and loved wildly. Ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally and unquestionably worth it? How about living forever, wildly in love and loved wildly? You have so much to look forward to. Yeah, it's like there's a gift coming in for you. You have so much to look forward to. It could be in romance. And, if you're a female watching this, it could be a friend introduces you or tells you something, or I don't know. You guys are going to have to tell me. This is rather open-ended. It is a gift. It's increase. It's abundance. It's something coming in from spirit that you've been craving, and possibly even kind of worried about. With the tree wisdom, when we're worried about something, we need to get right with nature, balance, and ground ourselves. And maybe you've been impatiently waiting for whatever this is. But it's coming. It says that if you've been feeling any pain or sorrow, it was worth it. You have so much to look forward to. Wildly in love and loved wildly. So next we have peace. Yeah, see, I feel like something's breaking for you guys this week. That's going to bring you, like, I think you've been worried, hunger, craving, desiring, needing, maybe even needing. And it looks to me like there's a higher power. It could even be, a woman could be your spirit guide. It could be an ancestor. It could be, a deceased mother or grandmother or one of your spirit guides leading you to something to increase, especially something you've really been desiring that you were impatient on that might have to do with love and peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Yeah, I think you've been impatient, antsy, fearful, maybe even. It could be around money. It could be around love. It could be around family, parent. But I think it's something you've really, really kind of been desiring. I mean, hunger. What do you think of when you think of the word hunger? I mean, being hungry can be painful. It's like a burning in your belly. And if you've been out of balance, if you've been feeling ungrounded, if you've been feeling impatient, peace is coming, increase is coming, and you will reap what you have sown. So hopefully and it looks like you've been sowing good seeds because you're getting increase, not decrease. So we have time apart, some distance will help bring clarity. These are your romance cards. So this could be somebody you've been desiring, missing. You might have been spending time apart because there needed to be some clarity, some peace. But if that's the case, grounding, centering, clearing your energy is going to bring the clarity, because here, this tree wisdom talks about clarity too for the current situation. So if you're in separation with somebody that you've been really missing, desiring, worried about, I think something could break this week, possibly because you've been doing a lot of inner work around it. Now, remember, if you're single as a Pringle and you don't have any prospects and you're not leaving your house, leave this for others, okay? Only take what resonates. Next, we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. This is about your guidance. This is about this could be a decision. Maybe you're the woman. If you're a female watching this, so what I'm feeling is the effort that you've made, the work that you have done is what is bringing in this increase. It's the karma. It's good karma coming in because you made the effort. You took time. You found peace. You've got time, right? Time. We've got a time theme here. If you're in separation from somebody, you've got time. It's okay. You will get what you're desiring. And it looks like for some of you, it is love and peace and prosperity. Next, we have, sacred union. That just sums the whole damn thing up, doesn't it? Sacred union. I hope you guys can see that. I can't see nothing. The screen is completely black because of the sun. So I'm making assumptions. I do apologize if you can't see it. It says sacred union Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Now, like I said, you only take the loved ones if you've got somebody on your heart and mind. If you don't, this is all about you and you, a higher power, your higher self, loving yourself, taking time to get clarity and peace and to love yourself. And if you are in a sacred union situation, it looks like this week something's going to pay off. Your hard work is going to pay off. I don't know about this time apart. I'm not doing clarifiers today. So this could be, telling you that the time apart is what's really moving things forward to kind of honor the separation. Or if time apart has already been what's been happening, and that's why you've been hungering, that's why you've been working so hard, that's why you've been impatient, possibly doing moon manifestations, dealing with your higher self, a higher power, talking to your guides, because this matters, right? Sacred unions matter. They're spiritual union. They're in your life to teach you something. And union, it's a union. It's not, I desire a union. It is a sacred union. It will happen in divine timing. And that's why it's saying you've got time apart. So for some of you guys, this could be telling you that, this time apart is actually bringing an increase in the future. So be patient. You've got time. And for some of you, you've already done this. You've already been patient. You've already cultivated peace. You've already found the wisdom. You've already had the time and separation. And so now, you will be reaping what you've sown. You will be getting that gift of karma, good or bad. It looks like good with increase. All right. So now your sassy cards. Please don't let these offend you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I just like the deck. They're funny. They're in your face. They cuss, they swear, they give you a hard time, ruffle your feathers. And so here we go. It says, the world doesn't owe you anything. It says, acting like the world owes you something keeps you in a mentality of scarcity. Here's the hard truth. The universe never borrowed anything from you. All the gifts she's given you so far have been gifts. If you treat everything in your life like that, you'll be a lot happier, unless you're a dick, and then you'll be grumpy. It's your choice. Boo-hoo. So, if you've been a little bit in lack, if you've been feeling like, I'm a good person, I've done all the work, and I've gone within, I've done this, I've done that, why am I not getting what I want? Well, it's because you're acting entitled, right? You're looking at what you don't have as a curse instead of looking at what you do have as a blessing, which cultivates the openness of vibrational alignment to manifest more of what you're placing your focus on. So focus on your blessings. Okay. And then we have take a shot. Don't take 12, take one. Okay, maybe two. Move on. So, maybe if you've been in separation from something or someone, or this could be about a job, this could be anything. Spirit's saying, you can't be a winner if you don't enter, if you don't take a shot. And there's a message here of, if something's not meant for you, you're not gonna get it. You don't have to be codependent. You don't have to beg. You don't have to chase. You don't have to, shoot love arrows at somebody 12 at a time. They're saying if something's manifesting for you, especially a sacred union, if you're not open to receive it, if you're not going to take a shot, if you're not going to trust it, then, move on. Or take your shot and see how it works out. And if it don't work out, then move on. I think there's something in the past that you need to move on from, and I don't know what it is, but I just heard it very clearly. There's something that happened in the past, could be past, recent past, could be a couple years ago, could be several years ago, but I feel like there's something from the past that is karmically wanting to balance out for you because of some inner work that you have done with your higher self, with a higher power. And you've taken your time, and it's creating a sacred union, maybe with someone else or maybe with your soul, spirit, source. So this was your reading. Take it as it resonates. If you watch my channel because you're a twin flame, this very well could be something changing, prospering, coming in, possibly after a break or creating a break that will create an opportunity for sacred union because of needing clarity. But either way, this is the best card on the table, these two, right? Peace and increase. So it's good. The next 7 days is going to be good any way you look at it. So I love you. That was pile number 1. And I am going to try to poke my face here and see what the timestamp says, if I can. 2140. 2140. All right, pile number 2. If you pick this cutesy little owl, I use him a lot in my pick-a piles. I need to get some more little figures. I've got a black crow somewhere. God knows where. I have crystals everywhere in my house. All right, so pile number 2. I love you. Let's see what's coming for you in the next 7 days. We have a month card for you from the tea leaves. March. Ooh, that's only 2 months away. March. Let me see if I can put these up here out of the way so I got a little room. Spring. I'm seeing, are those called bluebells? Lily of the Valley? I don't know. It's hard to tell in a drawing. Ooh, cat. Two-faced friend. What's that all about? Be careful. Be mindful. You don't have to be careful because, like, spirit's got your back, especially if you're a good person. But be mindful of the people that you're sharing any trade secret with or any personal information. I always tell people, if you're trying to manifest something, don't tell your friends, because even the closest of friends can get a little jealous and envious. And then they don't even know they're doing it, but they're sending you bad energy because they're like, why does she get to do that? And that can, because everything's energy. So be mindful of who you trust in the next 7 days, okay? Especially in your friend group. We have regeneration. So also, this could be somebody who you had a falling out with because they were two-faced. And maybe with regeneration, this could be they're changing. They learned their lesson. They miss you. They want to heal it. They want to regenerate something with you. For me personally, when I went through my awakening and transformation, I had a lot of friends that I thought were really, really close friends and found out that they really, really weren't. They were more like frenemies. They were so nice to me to my face, and then they would talk bad about me behind my back, or they would sabotage things I was trying to do behind my back, relationships, other friendships. So you might be going through a transformation, and it's time for you to clean out the friend list, right? Time to go through your friends and acquaintances, who is actually a friend and who is toxic. And maybe it's time to transform yourself by clearing your garden, right? I mean, if you want to have a prosperous garden, you've got to pull the weeds. Next, we have fairy spotting. Yeah, we're getting a lot of springtime energy with you. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. If you believe it, you will see it. I'm getting a feeling around this. Almost like manifestation, like you are going through some kind of an awakening. And because I'm hearing that song. Oh, do you believe in magic? Do, 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 do. I don't know the words. So just to let you know, I've been on this huge soul awakening ascension journey. And the very first thing that Spirit put in my face, removed the blindfold from my eyes, and I could see clearly things I couldn't see before. I could see magic all around me, and I could see, people's intentions. I was so blinded to their behaviors. It was so blatantly right in front of my face. But because I wanted to be loved so much, I just didn't see it. So if that resonates, take that. I'm getting a feeling that you guys are starting to see, like the blindfold has been lifted somehow, some way, and you're starting to see people for their true intentions. And you're seeing the, fairy spotting. You're seeing the good and the bad. And it's giving you discernment to kind of weed your garden in order to create healing, regeneration. Teacher, yes, you're going through a lesson right now. This fairy could be like a fairy godmother. I mean, right? We all have guides. We all have, so many. Gosh, I'm a medium, so I see people's guides. We don't have one, we have many, and they swap out according to our needs. We have joy guides, we have ascended masters, we have protective angels, healing angels, we have ancestors, we have galactic family. And so you're learning something, and I think what you're learning is discernment. The blindfold's been removed. You're seeing magic where you never could see magic before, and you're seeing deception where you never could see deception before. And it's because, and I'm hearing marching forward. You're marching forward toward this regeneration, and you're learning so many things spiritually. I feel like it's spiritually. Now, to bring it down into the 3D, if you're in school, if you're taking classes somewhere, maybe school starts in March. I don't know. I can't spin it in the 3D, guys. I'm a 5D reader. I just read the highest timelines. I'm a spiritual reader. It feels to me like soul lessons. It feels to me like you are being shown magic. Look at this girl's looking at the book, and she's got magic coming off of it. I think you're learning esoteric knowledge. I think your third eye is opening. I think you're starting to see beyond the veil. And then we have number 27, release. This feels like an ascension, guys. Release is like a purge. If you just awakened, which I don't know, maybe you've been awakening, because I have. I still have purges, releases. It's like, something comes into my awareness, and I'm like, damn, I thought I knew better. I thought I could see people. I get duped. And I'm supposed to be this psychic, oracle that sees everything. But when it comes to interpersonal relationships, I still have blindfolds on because I want to trust. I want to see the best in everybody. And then when I get triggered because something, like a tower moment happens, especially around somebody I love, a true friend, or somebody I thought was a true friend, but is actually a karmic lesson, then you have a purge, right? Then you have to release it. You have to cry it out, yell it out, scream it out, talk it out. But you have to, in order to transform it, see those butterflies, you have to release it. And it's a number 9, which is a very spiritual number. So you've got 4, 9, 10, which breaks down to a 1. So you're completing cycles of some sort in your life. And it's going to be endings and beginnings. This is like the death card for me. Death and rebirth, right? And regeneration. When you are on an awakening journey, you are actually clearing your Akashic and purging generational karma. And part of the journey, I mean, I could almost map it out for you. For me, it was the awakening, the biggest purge, right? Where I cried and cried and cried and cried and cried and cried, the dark night of the soul. And then my spiritual gifts started coming online, and I started seeing people for who they truly were. And I was forced, not really forced, it was a choice, but the choice was pain or freedom. And so I had to go through my friend list, and I had to start, because my frequency and vibration was raising. I couldn't be in the low vibration of those people anymore. I had to cut them out of my life, release them. Releasing is also forgiveness. This person, though, at a higher level, not 3D. 3D, they're an asshole, two-faced. 5D, they're a teacher. They're teaching you karmic lessons about how to forgive and release and to believe in magic and to weed your garden. So we have you're being watched by loving eyes. You could be a teacher. You at the end of the day, you could actually be moving into the teacher role to teach other people what you've already gone through. This might not be something that's going to happen to you this week. This could be a reflection on everything you've been through that is now leading you into this teacher position, because you've been watched by, you're being watched by loving eyes. What if you're actually an ancient gladiator of love and joy who agreed to visit Earth during these primitive years to spark some new thinking as a teacher? Share a few smiles and help others discover they are awesome too. I'm telling you, that's what I'm feeling. You're a light worker. You've been on the journey of awakening and ascension, healing, purging, clearing. Why? Because you're a light worker. You came here. You're an ancient gladiator, star being badass that came here from the light to spread love and joy and to teach others how to spread love and joy. You agreed to visit the earth during these primitive years to spark some new thinking, change the paradigm, get rid of the old belief systems and replant new seeds, right? March. Share a few smiles and help others discover they are awesome too. Just saying, the universe. P.S. Up for a joust? Of course, with rubber thingies. Meaning don't hurt anybody. Just, clear your energy with kindness and love. Love and joy, right? The highest vibration. I used to, at the beginning of my journey, I used to say, well, man, it's really hard to weed your garden, to just throw people out and tell them, I don't want to talk to you no more, leave me alone. And what I learned and was taught by spirit and my guides was that people who are in a lower frequency, who operate in their shadow, their demons or their belief systems or their attachments, thought forms, are shadow, and they run from the light. So if you don't want to tell somebody to take a hike and leave you alone, all you got to do is shine like a diamond. Shine love, peace, joy, happiness. Shine it far and wide. Love bomb them. Kill them with kindness, and they will retaliate and actually weed themselves from your garden because, some plants don't thrive in the sunlight. Some need to thrive in the shade. So we have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Yeah, you guys are ascending. You're learning all these lessons, and you're going to teach them to others too. Oh my God, you got the twin flame. Of course. I have been getting twin flame, divine union in every damn reading, especially in my zodiacs. You guys are badass, man. Most of you found me through Rich Lopp, and it's funny because, like, he's not a twin flame reader. And so it's like he kind of every now and then will refer me, and then I get all the twins or sacred soulmates or light workers, right? So this is a divine counterpart connection. Now, this is separate from everything if you're not dating, leaving your house, have nobody on your heart and mind. Only take these cards that are purposeful on your weekly journey, okay? So your twin flame is also a teacher for you, and you're a teacher for them. And you do teach the death and rebirth. And you came here, you incarnated together in order to change the old ways, right? We're going back to the golden age, to the age of unconditional love, heaven on earth experience. And that's what the twin flames are here to do. And they are teachers. They're one soul split in two bodies. Not all twin flames, but the ones that are doing this. They're balancing out relationships. You would probably resonate with having had some really bad relationships in your life. Any relationship with your parents, with your siblings, with friends, with partners, loved ones. And your journey is teaching you how to show up in a relationship with unconditional love. Care without caring. I can love you from over there. If you're not in a high vibe, if you're in a high vibe, we're gonna vibe together. And twin flames come into union in order to create a very high frequency vibrational template that become role models for others. We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I think on a twin flame journey, you always are learning about who you are and your feelings, negative and positive, right? And you explore them deeply. That's part of that release. That's part of the transformation, is exploring your feelings and purging what is old. We're purging the old paradigm, the old belief system of lack, of lovelessness. So your feelings are real and they are worth feeling, having, exploring. We have only time will tell. That's funny because that's the truth, in a twin flame journey, there's free will versus destiny. And so, yes, you're fated to be together, but you also operate from a place of free will. So only time will tell how this will unfold. It's dependent on how you do the journey. Now you're going to get your slap in the face, okay? Don't get stressed over it because we said stop stressing. Stop stressing over shitty as fuck people, two-faced friends. The vast majority of our time spent in strife and stress is simply because we're stressing over shitty people. If you catch yourself thinking about a shitty person, take a moment and think about an awesome AF human. If you're going to spend time crawling up other people's asses, it might as well be someone awesome. There you go. That's a lesson you can take to the bank. And then we have, what the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. On the back, it says, if you're waiting for a sign, well, here it fucking is. So if you've been like sitting on the fence, maybe about having a conversation with somebody that needs to have a conversation, if somebody is interfering with you and your twin flame, I just think you're on the part of your journey. So if this feels new to me, I don't know why. Let me know in the comments, or if you want to join Patreon at the 1111 tier. We are doing so much work over there. It's all twins, every one of them. And we're working on a 100-day journaling challenge to do this work, to weed our garden, to look at our feelings, to express, to get to know ourselves, right? To clear and release and heal. And it's just a question I give you each morning that you reflect on and journal on. And I encourage everybody to go deep, because I'm a twin flame and everybody in that group is a twin flame. And so if you've just recently met somebody that has really acted as a catalyst for huge, huge emotional growth and change in your life, and trust me, you'll know, because it's a crazy, crazy ride. And maybe you're in the beginnings of this, or maybe you're in the ending of it and there's still some purging that needs to be done. But if you're waiting for somebody to tell you to make a move or make a gesture or speak your truth, then it's time. And Spirit's saying, when will you come into union? Well, only time will tell, because there's so much here to learn. There's so much on the journey that needs to be cleared and done, especially generational. See, we got regeneration. You are a light worker here that is creating, you're regenerating generational curses and karma. So I could channel for you guys all day long. If you need help on this journey, there is everything in the description box to book a personal reading. I offer a 2-hour deep dive where I help you clear karma. I help you do shadow work. I help you to see whether, you're on a twin flame journey. I never tell people who their twin is. That's between you and God and your twin. But I can tell you if you're on the twin flame journey. And I can help you with soul mission. There's a lot. If you need help, click that button and purchase your reading. It is 2 hours plus. I've done up to 4 hours with people, sometimes even longer, depending on what needs to be done, because that's my mission. And time is not relative for me. You got all the time in the world, right? All right. So I love you. There's your weekly reading, which seems like it's going to take you a lot more than a week. But hey, whatever is in that reading that you can utilize on your journey this week, do it, because here's your sign. Okay. All right. What do we got next here? 4255. Hello, pile number 3. Let's bring you in. Let's see what we got going for you this week. Advice for the next 7 days. Man, there's been some really spiritual advice coming out, especially in the zodiacs. Make sure you guys watch the zodiacs. They're long because they're deep. Especially if you feel like you're a light worker, if you're on an ascension, if you're a twin flame or have a sacred soulmate, or a life purpose that is being really pushed by the universe right now. The readings are deep for a reason, because there's something shifting. I can feel it, man. I can feel it. I don't know what it's going to do. It's like the winds of change are stirring, but I don't know what they're bringing. And I'm supposed to know that shit. But it feels very mysterious to me. Like even the oracles are being gifted with a surprise. All right. What do you have for the next 7 days? We have bear. Danger, especially in money matters. So don't be frivolous with your money. Okay? Don't go to the casino. Don't go gambling. Don't, make large purchases, especially because we're not even out of Mercury retrograde when I film this. This is a timeless reading, but if you're watching it the day I upload it, I think we leave Mercury retrograde on the 2nd of February. So there's a couple days left, and then there's always that post shadow period, right? So don't sign any legal documents. Don't take out huge loans. just really, this is a caution for you this week to be very mindful about money matters. Okay. We have older women. Excuse me. Older woman. Dealings or relationship with an older woman. So, yeah, that could be anything, but you'll know because now you've been told about it. So if you're dealing with, an older woman, maybe your mother, your grandmother, especially when it comes to money, be careful. Unfinished symphony. So you're in a cycle right now. It's a number 10. It is the end and the beginning of a new cycle if you can find closure in something. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, but expecting a different outcome. And unfinished symphony is something that you've started that needs completed. It can be closure with a relationship, especially with a friend or a older woman. But there's something here. Maybe you owe money to an older woman, or maybe they owe you money, or maybe you're thinking about borrowing money. Whatever it is, it's a pattern that you have that you need to kind of look at and don't participate in or make changes in this week. And don't be surprised if there's an opportunity for some kind of closure with an older woman or anybody. I mean, these could be separate than this, but there's something this week that you might get an opportunity to find closure on. Celebration. There you go. Unfinished symphony. It could be somebody that from your past returning. We are in retrograde still. Again, timeless reading. May not be when you watch this. But at the moment of filming it, Venus is in retrograde and Mercury is in retrograde. And both, I believe, are about to go direct. And so when they go direct, energy frees up, right? Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. And it could be with somebody from the past. Planning and action. So number 2. So somebody, I feel like there could be a little romance going on here, or at least an old friendship or something coming around. Somebody's making a plan of action is what I'm hearing. Planning and action. Somebody's making a plan of action. That could be you. That could be somebody else who's planning to ask you out on a date. Could be somebody from your past. Somebody that you have unfinished business with. You could be an older woman. But if you're planning a trip, because this could be a trip too, a celebration or a trip, if you're planning something big, be mindful of your money. Resilience. Wow, this is like the 10 of Wands energy. This woman's carrying something really chaotic on her back, and she looks tired as hell. It's number 21, breaks down to a 3. 3s are about expansion, growth. This could be money, guys. You could be financially strapped. And perhaps you're, Cinderella, invited to the ball and you need money to go. Maybe you're going to borrow it from an older woman because you have unfinished business. I don't know, because this could play out many different ways. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And you're very intuitive. So as I read these cards, your inner intuition is always saying, I know what that is. Ooh, I know what that could be too. And so, don't always rely on me to figure it out for you. I think that you're highly intuitive. But I do see here some burdens, and it could be around money. And these could be totally separate situations. There could be a big plan, a big trip, or something that you're saving for or wanting to do, possibly with somebody from your past. This could be an opportunity to forgive, because this 10 of Wands sometimes is anger, resentment. It's carrying around something from the past that needs to be purged and released, which will create celebration. I don't know. You tell me. So we have, no two flowers are the same, yet all are beautiful in their own way. Everything is beautiful in its own way. So comparisons are odious because they presume all other things are equal, which is never the case between me and you, the universe. So this could be a debt from somebody from the past that is being repaid to you. I don't know. It doesn't feel like that. Feels to me like you might have some unfinished business with a person from the past that you made presumptions or comparisons with. And you might get an opportunity to come together with planning and action to make amends, to release the burden. It could be guilt. Could be guilt. You might feel guilty, or they might feel guilty. But it looks like amends, like there's something here that's going to get an opportunity this week to be cleared out, to be released, to be forgiven, to be celebrated, maybe even. And it could have something to do with an older woman. You could be an older woman. I'm an older woman. I went to karaoke the other night and I sat down at a table by myself. It got really busy and two women come in and they both were gray haired and they looked older. I'm going to be kind. And they sat down at my table and we all started talking. They asked if they could sit with me because there were no other seats. I said, of course. And, we got to talking back and forth. We were sharing pictures, becoming friends, kind of. And the one woman kept saying to me, well, when you get my age, you'll understand. When you get my age, you'll understand. I thought, she's got to be what? I don't know. I mean, she looked good, but she was silver haired. I mean, and so I figured she was probably in her 60s. And I asked her and she said she was 57. And she's like lecturing me about, well, when you get my age, you'll understand. Well, I'm 55. And so I didn't want to rub it in, but I mean, I'm an older woman. This could be you. This could be, you. And there could be some closure you need with somebody else, forgiving a past where maybe you had a falling out because of jealousy or comparison. I don't know. You guys tell me. Could be around money, right? That one's rich and I'm poor. Why does she get everything she wants and I don't? Maybe something's going to heal for you this week. A friendship. Could be a friendship with an older woman. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. And these two cards match perfectly in color. We have integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? So if you've done something deceptive or a friend has, especially in money matters, you might get an opportunity this week to make amends with a friend. And you might have to cut a friend out. I've had to do that too. I've even celebrated doing that. But take it as it resonates. all of these people come into our lives for a reason, to teach us lessons, right? Good ones and bad ones. So does this situation align with your values and morals? Take the high road. Let other people take the low road if they want, but you take the high road. Then we have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. I'm having a hard time marrying these two energies. Excuse me. I feel like Spirit's talking to you about two totally different instances that may be coming toward you this week. One is in, meeting somebody new, going on a date, taking plan and action, right? And then there's this other energy of a wounding between an old friend or an older woman. And so it feels, I'm having a hard time marrying the two energies together. So I'm thinking it could be two totally separate advices on two separate things. So there's your artwork on the back. I can't tell if you guys can see this, so I'm just holding it there, hoping and praying you can. It says, acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. It does feel like two different things, like there's something you've been struggling with in a friendship with an older woman. It could be around money. It could be around debt. It could, they borrowed and didn't pay you back, or you borrowed and didn't pay it back. Unfinished symphony means there's something that needs to be completed. Integrity, acceptance. And then I got this celebration, new love, planning and action. This kind of feels good, and this kind of feels like karma. So take what resonates, but a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Planning and action. I did feel that. Somebody could be planning an action to invite you out. And it could be new feelings developed on this date. All right. Your in-your-face advice is drop the fucking ego. Okay? Vulnerability is hot as fuck. I'm going to say that is probably in both situations, right? Drop the ego. I feel like this side is for whatever this is, this money matter, this integrity, this, trying to be accepted and not compare yourself to others. And then this other side, vulnerability is hot as fuck, I think is telling you this new person, don't put on airs, don't pretend to be something you're not with this comparison, right? People like differences. You don't have to be equal to them. You don't have to make the same amount of money. You don't have to put on airs, because some people like diversity. It's like, haven't you ever seen a really, really skinny person with a really, really fat person, and they're so in love and they're so happy? Or a really, really beautiful person with a really, really homely person? And it's like, love is blind, guys. Vulnerability, be who you are. Okay? Be who you are. And then your last card is beautiful things happen when you distance yourself from negative shit. Take that as it resonates. We have, what's the first thing you thought of when you read negative shit? Write that shit down and take some space from it for a week. Then take notice of what happens in your life. You'll probably really like the results. So I do feel like you guys have something negative going on that needs resolved. There needs to be some kind of resolution or distance. And then you've got something very beautiful, it looks like, coming in as well. And so, yeah, you guys got two messages this week. And you have the aventurine, which is luck and prosperity and money and abundance and happiness. So, yes, I love you guys. This has been your 7-day weekly forecast, and I hope it helps you to navigate the waters and to make good choices in high integrity, close out old cycles or old debts with people. Be mindful of your money. Don't pretend you're somebody you're not. Don't dress to impress. Be you. I like freaky tie-dyed t-shirts and funky peace signs on my clothes. And when I dress up, I like to wear shawls, and I'm just kind of a hippie, right? And so if I'm going to go out on a date with somebody new, I'm not going to pretend I'm somebody I'm not, because then when they get to know the real me, they're going to be like, that's not who I thought you were. And then the shit happens. So be authentically you. Love yourself madly, and other people will love you madly too. And if it's meant to be, it'll be, right? Like meets like, even when you're complete opposites. So I love you. Do the right thing. Be the right kind of person. Show up in integrity. And I love you, and I will see you next week. And drop a comment if you feel inclined to tell me if this resonated and what's going on, because I'm a little curious, especially with the older woman. Be kind to your elders, unless they don't deserve it, of course, and then just take a step back. All right. Namaste.